angle to let the water drain off. When you go to roll this and agitate it, you want to make sure that there's not like standing water. You just want it to be damp on the inside everywhere uniformly. You don't want any dry spots, but not so damp inside that there's standing water or pooling or the ability for fibers to float apart is the way I think of it. Spine broth soup. Lots more meat in this one. Oh man, that is amazing. And I didn't even put any salt or anything on it. The last one I put some spices in it. This one I didn't put anything in. Forgot. Retractable leash is not retracting. This is cheapo. Cheapo spring. Link. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Back it up. Good girl. Yeah. Good donkey do. What is going on with you? There you go. Ball bearings are creaking. Good chickens, yeah. Silly chickens. Yeah, good chickens, yeah. You silly chickens. Good night. Sleep well. Making some dumplings. Just put some oregano in. Put some rosemary. Some thyme. Wow. Man, I can see if I added carrots to this, that'd be like visually complete. Also, lamb and kefir dumplings. Got pretty good winds going right now, and as you can see, my awning is strong. I got support lines, support strings that I store in the box. Just bring them up and attach them to the bolt right there. Yeah, super strong, wind's going directly that way. Normally I'd be stressing out about this in the previous years that I didn't have this wooden frame going on. I literally can't believe this. Beef jerky is the best beef jerky I've ever had in my life. This is amazing. My room's a mess. My room kitchen is a mess. Right, successfully made some grits in my GoSun. It's really hard to make anything in the GoSun that is like needing to be boiled in water. Boiled eggs, noodles, grits. You have to keep adding water, and it's difficult to not spill the water out because it has to be perfectly level. I did a good job this time and just salted and peppered it. And sheep ghee it to perfection. Leftover bone broth soup. So good. That's pure gelatin. Guys getting bored? You had enough? Missy. Yeah. You still walk like you're pregnant. You have such a swagger. Good girl, my missy. Yeah. You try some organic GMO-free corn. No? You don't like you? Fine, I'll eat it. Cool.
How much do you get per sheep? Or
I'm drying up my second one, the previous one in some milk. I'm drying her up right now, And so the one that's in milk is producing a quart per milking, twice a day.
Oh, okay.
So
half a gallon a day.
yeah, I hope you guys like it. Have a good day. Don't.
Oh, this doll love you, Buddha.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
I just have to ask.
Okay.
People, I just have a pet. That's my only pet peeve is that people ask.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. 123 Home Free is the website if you want to get it.
What is it?
Yeah, want to get a chance.
123
Home Free.
Home Free.
Yeah.
Carry
Yeah.
on.
Larry, love you, brother. I hope you have a good day. How's it going?
Are they friendly?
You're not supposed to pet them. They're not for petting. Thank you, though. Are they friendly? Anything that's less than asking me permission to pet my sheep, I don't accept. Disregarding their need to ask me permission, but asking some other question that like makes them feel better and feels in for it. They're not being able to ask the question, not ask for permission. The chickweed is starting to grow in for the first time this year. It only grows in the rainy season here in Oregon. It's got more iron than any other, not only wild edible, but any vegetable that I know of. All right, I'm gonna put on a bloomy rind cheese, one of my sheep's more rare types of cheese. Bloomy rind. Nice. Beautiful. Right. Chickens want the stinky rind. There you go, buddies. Tons of cheese. Chickens, you gonna get my rest? Get the stuff I wasted. Put this chunk at the back. All right. There we go. I barely even put any on. I put like a quarter of a puck on. It's coming through so strong. Even though the ratio of cheese to other food is really low.
Wagon examples. Here's a scale. You got the fully loaded off to the right hand side that has the solar fridge and freezer compartment, dual, with a battery that's big enough to not only power it, but have enough plug-ins to plug in a miniature blender and I don't know, just fully loaded. Half loaded is having it solar equipped with a battery that's just big enough, about half that size, that's just big enough to run the blender and those smaller amenities, but not the fridge freezer. And then a primitive skills content creator level of loadedness, I guess, would be that you have solar battery that's even smaller. It's just large enough to power your camera phone to document your primitive living in a wagon that doesn't require and depend on electricity to like process your food. Like you don't have a blender or anything. And then an Amish level would be not even having solar or a battery to power a phone to document it. You just let other people document you. And I think that's where I've been called to eventually go towards, but in a voluntary manner, because if I did that initially, then it might be like, oh, well, he can't have that, so he must be convincing himself that he doesn't want it. But it's like, yeah, no, there's certain benefits to minimizing and reducing your possessions mentally and physically. Yeah, once the wagon starts to get to the left-hand side, get lighter and lighter, then it becomes more and more haulable by myself or my ram again. I'd say primitive skills, content creator, that level of loadedness and to the left is perfect for a ram, and it's underworking a donkey, so you don't even really need a donkey. Why donkey? Bad girl. No, drop it, come here. Come here, donkey do. She's just being ornery. I mean, they do eat things like way more random of things than goats. But they're kind of like goats. They're like mess with things a lot more than sheep.
Now the squirrel is stealing grain from the chicken coop. He just ran out of the chicken coop and his cheeks are full of grain. Silly squirrel. I want to know where he's packing all this stuff for the winter, because I've fed him so many nuts and whatnot. All right, I just got 4 dog stoves, a stick burner stove. I got the second to largest size. They have 4 different sizes, and this is the second to largest size. I didn't go with the largest size because I've had double combustion gasifier type stick burner stoves like this, made out of steel instead of titanium. It was about twice as big as this, and it actually produced too much heat. And whenever I was cooking and it was full flame, I would be constantly having to stir in order to prevent scalding and burning on the bottom of the pot. And this one also is small enough to fit inside of my 4 Dogs titanium wood stove during the summer when neither of them are in use. This small one though is borderline too small. It wants to feed off sticks that are about half this girth and only about 3 inches long. This is like a 4.5 inch long piece, 4 inches now. And as you can see, when you try to put it in, the top of the stick is at the top secondary combustion exhaust, so it's not going to be producing as smoke-free of a fire with this large of sticks. And as you can see, smoke's coming off. Little smoke's coming off. But yeah, I'm almost spinning more. When you get down to this size and any smaller, then these stick burner stoves end up taking more work to feed them sticks than they do cooking the actual food. But any larger than this, and they have such a large hot flame that it just burns your food if you're not constantly stirring it. So the size of these stick burner stoves is really pretty sensitive. If they would just create some kind of a damper on the air intake, so that once you do have a full flame and your wood inside is caught in fire, you can dial it back a little bit so that the flame isn't quite so hot, because this is like borderline too hot, having to stir it constantly so it doesn't stick to the bottom, even though I have ghee in here. Lamb liver, wild rice and wild mushroom. All right, lamb liver sandwich. Awesome. Got some little puffballs here. Puffball mushrooms. Insides are white, and as they mature, they start to turn brown, and they're no longer edible. And there's no poisonous lookalikes that are around like this without stalks and inside white when it's not overripe. Like I said, it turns brown, but there are no poisonous lookalikes. These puffballs are a good foolproof mushroom to start foraging. Donkey, stop! Damn donkey's eating cardboard. I don't know what your problem is, what your deal is with cardboard, dude. No, squirrel friend. There he goes. Another one, huh? He can hold like a dozen in his mouth. What are you doing? You gonna go get your own? How about a walnut?